It finally happened. This channel got to 1,000 subscribers, and despite what my profile picture may look like, I just got this haircut yesterday, so thanks to everyone who helped me get this far with the animations that I've made up until now. It means the world to me coming from you guys. I originally had a different idea in mind for the video to be a Q&A, with a grand total of all 12 of you who voted. I decided to listen to the one who voted against it. If there are any questions that you have, please comment them below, and I'll answer them. So what's this video about then? It's about a breakup that happened a few months ago, and I wanted you guys to learn from the mistakes made. A golden rule about relationships that my father gave to me after is give a year and see how it goes from there after things settle down. Mine did not last a little over a year. A while back, I tried online dating. We were close despite the distance. We met through Edgeworld with my animations and her art. She was a very creative with a huge range. I even helped her out with a project she worked on. It wasn't much, but you know, it was nice to contribute. This was just getting after a slow burn relationship, which was nice, getting the support. The more time I went on, the more I realized she was cheating on me. I didn't piece it together sooner because she was a fangirl of everything, drawing ships with self-inserts and whatnots, so I didn't think much of it, so I brushed it off. I confronted her after opening with flirting with someone else. She wouldn't have it. The excuse was roleplay, and as she was explaining, she's been doing this since she was a kid. With it being online, anyone can pretend to be anything with no consequences, so in her eyes, it was all one big game. When I called her out on it, how she needed to grow up and not continue interacting with these strangers, she felt threatened. Then proceeded to threaten me, or in her own words, warning that I either had to deal with it or end it altogether. You could probably imagine which one I chose. It affected me more than her, as a week later I stalked her account, seeing her goggling over lewd art, and seeing one of those, would you rather be friends with me, date me, or have sex with me? What's worse about all this is it could have worked. She didn't have to interact with these strangers. We could have just played these games together. While scripting this, I did ask her months ago, and she said she would think about it. Clearly, didn't give it a second thought. I wouldn't be surprised if she put all the blame on me as why it didn't work. Even if I did try to reason with her, she already made up her mind a long time ago before I even said hello. Since then, it gave me time to pause. Why? Why would someone prefer multiple made-up relationships and that don't go anywhere than be satisfied with just having one? There had to be some sort of reason behind this. Couldn't just be what I see on face value. I was directionless. I needed answers. Eventually, after some time of reflection, I came to this conclusion. She refused to let go of her fantasies. There was a reason why she used a self-insert. A perfect idealized version of herself and using that to avoid self-improvement. She did spend most of her life living a lie, always pretending to be someone else, someone better, and probably thinking her real life wasn't special enough, even though she was the more popular, talented, and well-connected one, which made it easier for her to indulge in these fantasies, even successful. I mentioned before we met through Edgeworld, and from everything that has happened with Tabaft, having no confidence in the official crew with having connections, close connections to them, and people I once considered friends stop responding. What's left, really? Being part of a toxic fandom that's rampant with dramas and controversies, and instances accepted or even encouraged, where some of the most talented artists turn out to be the shittiest of people. Really, she was the only reason left why I even put it up with it all. She's gone now, and personally, being a part of that brought me nothing but pain. To be viewed by a group of people who not only see my channel, but as an individual, as something to be labeled as, and not to be given a second chance, it's not worth it anymore. I won't be making any more Edgeworld animations. I want nothing to do with it anymore. I am putting myself as much distance as I can away from it now. But let's not end this video on a down note. I will complete the Nutshell series and add more to it. I would absolutely hate to leave it unfinished. It would suck if I was just like, screw it, I'm done, I'm out, peace. Despite everything that has happened, I'm doing fairly well for myself. My last video, I mentioned I would look for jobs. I found employment. I got my first car and been spending quality time with my family and friends. Really, I accomplished what I set out to do in the very first animations all those years ago. After that, everything was pretty much for fun. I'll probably be making more original content with my character. To conclude, 98% of online relationships of any kind never work out. But most importantly, you can only be satisfied for so long. With what I experience, it's happening far too often, more than ever, with technology at the fingertips of everyone. If you seek constant pleasure, then there is nothing meaningful long-term relationship-wise. Like, nothing to keep anyone, as they'll just move on over to the next once it's all over. Just like any drug, continually wanting the feel of that first rush, always increasing, wanting more and more. Only self-destruction leaves in that. The only way you can find real happiness in any relationship is to be open and honest, not only with each other, but with yourself. As cheesy as it sounds, it's true. It's simple, but as I shared, people will do anything to avoid taking responsibility. With that, I hope the rest of your day goes well, wherever you are. Take care in these chaotic times, and ciao.